New here at 10, allegations of sexual assault and a cover-up by a Delta flight crew. A lawsuit from a Minnesota woman claims that she was the victim of unwanted touching and kissing during a flight from Las Vegas to Minneapolis.
The lawsuit alleges that flight attendants refused to cut the passenger off, and the passenger was also their coworker who was not on duty. Courtney Godfrey joining us live from the newsroom with more on what this suit alleges. Courtney?
Yeah, well, the plaintiff in the case here claims flight attendants continued to serve their off-duty colleague alcohol even after the passenger expressed concern. But it's not just what they didn't do that's being called into question. It's what they did after the plane landed that could land them in some legal trouble.
And when you're on a plane, you can't just run away and get out of a bad situation. You're basically a hostage on that flight.
Minneapolis attorney Jeff Storms says his client was on a nightmare flight from Las Vegas to Minneapolis last year when she claims she was sexually assaulted by a heavily intoxicated off-duty Delta employee.
Either colleagues or friends were serving her, and instead of saying, we need to cut you off, it was, we'll keep the party going, don't worry, we'll take care of you.
A lawsuit filed in Minnesota District Court details how Allison Petrie was kissed on the mouth and rubbed on her buttocks during the 3-hour flight, all while her seatmate, who was traveling with a crew bag on a flight pass, downed several alcoholic beverages. When Petrie went to flight attendants concerned about the woman's level of intoxication, they proceeded to serve her her 5th can of wine. Surveillance photos from the airport allegedly showing the woman falling down the escalator after the flight. She was so intoxicated. And when Petrie reported the incident to Delta agents when they landed, Facebook messages appear to show the flight attendants warning the woman. When she claims not to remember, the colleague responds, "Yeah, you were pretty bombed." The next day, the same guy alerts her to a possible investigation, advising her to stick to your story. Are you on meds? Just asking because that could help with the alcohol issue.
These employees from Delta worked very quickly to cover up the misconduct of their friend and coworker.
In a statement, Delta saying, while we don't have any specific comment on this pending litigation, Delta does not tolerate inappropriate or unlawful behavior. Nothing is more important than the safety of our customers and our people. That Delta spokesperson declined to tell me whether the employee at the center of this lawsuit is still employed by the airline giant or any of its subsidiaries. Over the summer, she was convicted of a disorderly conduct charge in connection with the case, sentenced to 1 year unsupervised monitoring. Kelsey?
All right, thanks, Courtney.